Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you, Mr. Announcer. And yes, you are watching WEML-TV, Channel 77. I am your host, Mr. Eric Lima. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday, folks. It's Saturday, June the 12th, 2021, 3:42 p.m., 65 degrees, cloudy. That's right, it's a little cloudy day. And we had some rain. We needed some rain. To be honest with you. It's been a hot one this week. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. It's been crazy. I think we're going to get some more rain, I think, in the upcoming weeks, in upcoming days, I should say. So I'm kind of hoping we get that out of the way. In fact, I want to check the weather right now. Check the weather for the next 10 days. I always like doing this on my phone, on my trusty phone. Why not? And, okay, 63, partly cloudy. And, okay. Let's see, next 10 days, we're looking at Sunday, will be sunny, 78. Scattered showers on Monday, June the 14th. Scattered thunderstorms on Tuesday, June the 15th. Scattered showers, June the 16th. Whoa, wet first half of the week. And, but it's all in like the upper 70s, mid-upper 70s, which is not that bad, really. So, yeah, we have some nice warm weather. So, mid-upper 70s, you know. Just to let you know what's going on, because we're doing the AEW Dynamite Event Center for June the 11th, 2021. Before we get into that, tomorrow night is In Your House. NXT TakeOver In Your House 2021. Yes, indeed. There are 5 titles on the line in 4 matches, because one match will have 2 titles on the line. I'll run down the card. Johnny Gargano, who at the press conference was insulting Adam Cole, which was not wise, because Johnny Gargano doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. So the NXT Women's Championship will be on the line. Raquel Gonzalez, the champ, will defend the title against a vengeful Ember Moon. And then the NXT Tag Team titles and the North American title will be on the line in a 6-man tag, winner take all. Bronson Reed, the North American champion, and MSK, Nash Connor and Wes Lee, the tag team champions, will defend their titles against the entire team of Legado del Fantasma. I gotta learn how to speak Spanish fluently in order to get Legado del Fantasma. That'll be Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde. There was no mention of the Cruiserweight or the NXT Women's Tag Team titles on the line. They should be on the line. It is In Your House, a big pay-per-view. Who knows? It'll be impromptu matches. We'll find out for sure. Also, so those are huge matches indeed. Let's see. What the $1 million title? It's returning. It's coming back. It'll be on the line as Cameron Grimes battles LA Knight in a ladder match. And Jake Atlas did prove a point that he beat both LA Knight and Cameron Grimes in the matchup. Add him to the mix. Add him. Make it a triple threat ladder match. And then in one-on-one women's action, Mercedes Martinez goes one-on-one with Xia Li. Xia Li's got a vendetta against Mercedes Martinez since the Mae Young Classic, where she lost to Mercedes Martinez in the first round. So I think Xia Li is going out to prove that she's no longer that person that lost in the first round of the Mae Young Classic. And if I were Mercedes Martinez, put your hair up and square up, girl. It's time to go. I know that's Sonya Deville's catchphrase, but if I were Mercedes Martinez, when it comes to Xia Li, put your hair up and square up. Because I'll tell you one thing, Tiansha has changed Xia Li, and if I were you, I wouldn't. If I were you, I would bring that street smart attitude and to combat Xia Li's deadly kung fu skills, man. It's going to be a wild ride, let me tell you. So I've already made my picks and predictions. Check out my video for that. And tell me your picks and predictions. I like to hear them. And I know. Here's the thing. Von Baskin's got to come up with so many crazy theories and conspiracies. It's going to be nuts. I like him to the new Sami Zayn. Anyways, please excuse Von Baskin for that, because he is sometimes, I don't know if he actually watches the program or not. That would be pretty weird. So, anyways, well, we don't know for sure. Got to question the fandom of Von Baskin one of these days. I'm going to have a good chat with Von Baskin. I'm going to question your fandom, my friend, because you come up with so many crazy theories and ideas. I mean, they're all great and stuff, but you never know for sure. But to help them keep going on with this, AEW Dynamite. I always like to kill time because I always want to make sure my videos are over 10 minutes and stuff. AEW Dynamite, the Pinnacle arrive at Daly's place in a limousine. More on them later on. Matt Hardy comes out, and Jack Evans and Angelico on Helico. Looks like they've been added to the Hardy family office. Matt Hardy, man, I'm telling you one thing, he likes to add more people. Promo on Christian Cage, and it seems like Christian Cage went one-on-one and Helico. It seems like Matt Hardy and Christian Cage got their feud for years now, and a bounty's been put on Christian Cage's head. Jack Evans, though Christian Cage did win with the kill switch on Angelico, but Jack Evans tried to attack Christian Cage, but Christian Cage eluded him. But Matt Hardy hit the twist of fate on Christian Cage, prompting Jungle Boy to come out to Christian Cage's aid. It seems like Jungle Boy has a lot of respect for Christian Cage, that's for sure. Tony Schiavone interviewed Cody Rhodes, and next week, making his wrestling debut, will be the son of Arn Anderson, who's been training in the Nightmare Factory, Brock Anderson. So, hopefully Brock is as good as his father is, because his father was the best. QT Marshall, at least he wants to be called as. No, I'm calling him QT Fire Marshal Bill, because he doesn't know fire safety. Let me tell you something. Interrupted Cody Rhodes, and then QT Marshall says, I want you in a strap match. And then Cody Rhodes like, let's go right now. And then QT Marshall decided to attack Arn Anderson, and Brock ends up beating QT Marshall. Good. Brock Anderson, good for you. I hope you beat the snot out of QT Fire Marshall Bill. All right. First matchup, second matchup was Pac Penta, the Bastard Pac, Penta El Zero Miedo, that's a cool name, and Eddie Kingston to go up against Brandon Cutler and the Young Bucks. Brandon Cutler and the Young Bucks were acting like the Three Stooges throughout the whole match. My gosh! And they got some good moves in and everything else, but they keep hitting them. They keep hitting their own guy by accident. Brandon Cutler's been taking most of the abuse on the team, but in the end, Pac Penta and Kingston picked up the victory, and there was a post-match brawl, but the Good Brothers got involved as well. And then all of a sudden, Frankie Kazarian comes out to aid of Pac Penta and Kingston. Frankie Kazarian is known as the Elite Hunter. And Frankie Kazarian, good for you. And good for you. Let's pause for a minute. All right. Yeah, so Frankie Kazarian is the Elite Hunter. Seems like he wants revenge for the Young Bucks ending the career, ending the team of SCU with him and Christopher Daniels. We haven't seen Christopher Daniels since, and he believes he wants to retire, and that would be very sad. The Pinnacle arrives to the arena. Each of them had something to say about their opponents from the Inner Circle. FTR says something about Santana and Ortiz, and Sean Spears has something to say to Sammy Guevara. And then Wardlow, for the first time, and I think it's the first time I hear him speak, said something about Jake Hager. Jake, not from State Farm Hager. So anyways, and and as they were talking, Chris Jericho interrupts the Pinnacle. Say, how you gonna get anywhere? Because you're gonna walk home, right? All of a sudden, Sammy Guevara, and Santana Ortiz were wrecking the limo that the Pinnacle was in. I'm like, oh boy, I was loving this. I thought it was great to see the Pinnacle get their just desserts, getting their limo wrecked after MJF turned down a fight with Chris Jericho, and then so the Pinnacle says, okay, fine, you don't want to fight us, then we're gonna wreck your limo. You're gonna walk home. And they were wrecking the limo, and then Jake, not from State Farm, Hager, and I got a kick out of it. Yeah, that was really funny. And then Jake Hager puts the drives a forklift, picks up the limo, rips off the side door. It was great to see. I didn't. My MJF. Security, security. That security's going to do something about it. Oh, you big crybabies. Oh, the Pinnacle got their just desserts. And I love it. MJF, next time you run your mouth, keep it shut. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. It's a good thing you're in AEW, man, because if you came to the WEML-TV Festival, I would have been all over you like white on rice. I would have said, MJF, you suck, you jackass. It was great. I said, how does it feel good? And stop calling Alicia a Toot Tits McGee. What's this, Anchorman? Oh, my gosh. Oh, MJF's a nutcase. Jericho, you're the man. I like the Inner Circle. Inner Circle, man, for life. Okay, and then Darby Allin Sting had a promo on Scorpio Sky. Ethan Page challenged him to find a partner without being Sting. So, and Darby Allin says, I'm doing this alone. I'm doing this alone. Sting's like, are you sure about this? You know, like, no, Sting goes, I need to do this alone. Yeah, Scorpio Sky, a.k.a. Harold. In order to get Scorpio Sky to get thrown off this game, I think people need to start chanting Harold every time he shows up. Seriously. So, yeah, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page are now called Men of the Year as a tag team name. Believe that one. The TNT title was on the line. Miro, formerly known as Rusev, defended the title against Evil Uno. And it was a heck of a matchup. Even the Dark Order and -1 all came out to support him. And they're trying to egg him on. Come on, you can do this. You got it and all that. But in the end, Miro was just too much for Evil Uno. And I'll tell you what, Miro's been on a different level playing field as of late, man. And if Miro's not stopped. And if the AEW decide to sign CJ Perry, a.k.a. Lana, to AEW and to be with her husband, that's going to make Miro even more motivated than ever before. And Miro could be the longest reigning TNT heavyweight champion. That's my personal opinion. It might happen. Unless somebody has got the grapefruit, shall we say, to knock off Miro. Then they had a promo because next week Andrade El Idolo will be sitting down with Jim Ross for an interview, which will be very interesting to see what he has to say. Tony Schiavone interviews Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega starts running his mouth about the conspiracy, and Don Callis has been running his mouth as usual. And then they call out, they were bad-mouthing Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy came out, and Kenny Omega's like, you got something to say? You got 5 seconds something to say? He grabs the mic and goes, boy, you talk too much. Both men fight, but as about to get Jungle Boy is about to lock up Omega in the snare trap, the Young Bucks came out. Oh my gosh, as usual. It's starting to get annoying. This so-called new elite getting annoying. I said we'll put them on the WWE. Have Roman Reigns and the Usos join them. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge me. Crap like that. Let's do this thing. Seriously. Just like seriously. My goodness. Now I sound like my good friend Dragon. Okay, just give me one more second here. Gonna pause one more time. Okay, let's see. What else is there? Okay, what else is there after that? Jade Cargill and Smart Mark Sterling, who's not the manager of Jade Cargill, cut a promo about, hey, time for Jade Cargill to earn her money, and I didn't earn her keep. If I were Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, watch it back, girl. This woman could climb up the ladder. She is very physically imposing. And Sky and Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, a.k.a. Harold, responded to Allen. He says, that's going to be the dumbest thing you're ever going to do, facing us in a handicap match. I think Darby Allin's got an ace up his sleeve, I think. I got a hunch. Lance Archer went one-on-one with Chandler Hopkins. In fact, Lance Archer just came to the ring, made a beeline, went after Chandler Hopkins like gangbusters, hit him with his finishing maneuver, pins him, wins the match, walks out. I'm like, well, you don't get paid by the hour. And Jake the Snake Roberts says, come on, let's go. I think Lance Archer is not in a very good mood after losing to Miro. So, and I think that's going to be the case. Yeah. So that's going to be a bit crazy, you know what I mean? Okay. Not that so many people like to respond when I'm trying to do a bit. See what I mean? 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 So meanwhile, the crazy group called the Wingmen that consists of Ryan Nemeth, who is the brother of Dolph Ziggler in real life, Peter Avalon, Cesar Bononi, another a former NXT standout, and J.D. Drake. They want Orange Cassidy to join them or get their face broken in? You think Orange Cassidy wants to join, you idiot wingman? You think you guys could actually pick up chicks with that motley crew you got there? Oh my gosh. I look at that motley crew, I'm like, we got Cesar Bononi who wants to break people's faces in, and Ryan Nemeth calls himself the Hollywood hunk, acting all smug like his brother. He makes his brother look humble, for God's sakes. And you got Peter Avalon, who always librarian. You dump Leva Bates to become a wingman? Really? What happened to Leva Bates? That's what I want to know. Is she okay? Is she hurt? Then you got freaking J.D. Drake. Unbelievable. Like I want to be a freaking wingman. So, if I were Orange Cassidy, I would slap the taste out of Bononi's big mouth. I don't care how strong he is. Then Nyla Rose went one-on-one with legit Layla Hirsch, and Nyla Rose put down a stool that says legit Shorty when Layla Hirsch comes out, and she was not really amused, and she went after Nyla Rose. And Nyla Rose and Layla Hirsch, they fought well, but Nyla Rose ended up winning the matchup. Then Tony Schiavone interviewed Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, about what Nyla Rose did, smacking the hamburgers and flinging the hamburgers, and then Britt Baker said something along the lines of, "I am the women's division. I'm going to change it up a notch," and holding it down. It seems like Britt Baker wants a piece of Nyla Rose again. Who knows? Right? Nyla Rose is the only person that beat Britt Baker. The main event was Hangman Page and Doc Order's 10 Preston Vance to take on the team of Brian Cage and Powerhouse Hobbs of Team Taz. Hook and Ricky Starks came out to support Team Taz, and then while the referee was distracted, Hook was distracting the referee, and then Ricky Starks throws Brian Cage the FTW title, says, use it. Brian Cage says no, throws the title away, and then Ricky Starks yelling at him, and then Ricky Starks slaps him across the face. I'm like, you don't do that to the machine, Brian Cage. Brian Cage chased out Ricky Starks. Hook's going after the two of them, leaving Powerhouse Hobbs against Preston Vance and Adam Page. Preston Vance sets up Hobbs. Hangman Adam Page hits the buckshot lariat. 1, 2, 3. Vance and Page did pick up the victory. Dark Order celebrated with beers. Colt Cabana and -1 had water. So all it ends in the end. So I think Evil Uno is going to be okay and all that. So that is just insane craziness. So that is it for the AEW Dynamite Event Center for June the 11th, 2021. The Red Sox will be playing against the Blue Jays in a few minutes. I'm going to watch that game. Then I'm going to try to find out what game I want to play for the Saturday Super Starcade. I'll probably continue with the Donkey Kong trend and go with Donkey Kong Jr. or Donkey Kong 3. I'll be thinking about, I already played Mario Bros., the regular Mario Bros. Game. It's amazing that the Nintendo Switch has a lot of cool games, and especially online, which is totally awesome. So that will be on the next episode. So this is it for WEML-TV Channel 77, Episode 295, AEW Dynamite Event Center for June 11, 2021. All right, this is Eric Lima saying so long, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. And until then, bless out.